The grills of the Paradigm Titan V3s do not come off. There's no way to open the cabinet from the front. It's all done from the rear, and you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 screws in the back. Your terminals. There's your base reflex port, and this is a some type of ABS plastic for the back. So you have to take all those screws out to get into the cabinet. We've got our replacement tweeter in this box, some tools, and we'll open this thing up. Okay, we've got our cabinet open, which gives us access to our tweeter. There's our crossover with a coil. Woofer is below that with the wiring for the crossover. And then you've got some acoustic padding below that behind the woofer. So we're going to pull that tweeter out. Looks like it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws and a couple of terminals. Looks really easy. So we'll pull the new one out of the box and get the old one out and do a swap. And there it is. Here's our replacement tweeter, even labeled for our plus and minus. And there's our plus is blue and our minus is black. So we'll wire it up, put those screws back in, see if we did it right, and take this thing through its paces. I'm pretty excited. Should be a really nice speaker. So I've got the screws for the tweeter pre-seated. And let me give you a little bit of a fair warning. That is a powerful magnet on this tweeter. So you're best off to get them maybe hand started into the holes before you start screw driving, because I had a heck of a time. And of course the hardest one to get in is that one in the bottom right next to the crossover, because you've got very little room to play with. So we'll get it screwed in and we'll get this cabinet closed up. Cabinet's all together. You don't want to over tighten these screws. You just want to hand tighten them, make sure they're just tight enough. I wouldn't go crazy sealing it up, because one of the mantras of Paradigm as a brand is simplicity. And I don't think you need to go crazy tightening screws. But let's hook these up and see if we did the job right.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You know when the vibe is right, the day is bright.
So how do they sound? These Paradigms sound fantastic. Now, I believe they were rated for sensitivity at 89 dB. And they're fairly sensitive. They're not as sensitive as my Klipsch Synergy 3s, which I think are more sensitive than the Paradigms. They're probably at like 90 or 91 dB. But aside from any technical voodoo, in terms of sound staging and imaging, they sound dynamite. The bass is good on them. It's not great, it's good. And I don't think I'm going to couple them with any type of subwoofer or any type of bass enhancement. But I love the way they sound. They're warm, they're open. They just sound like a breath of fresh air. So what did I end up paying for them? It basically worked out to $29 for the speakers themselves, and then $15 for the replacement tweeter. So for $44, I've got a dynamite set of bookshelf speakers, and my first set of Paradigms, I don't think they'll be my last, because if this is any indication of the Paradigm brand sound, I'm hooked. These things sound awesome. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you're finding some nice thrift store, high-end speakers out there in the wild. I love these little guys. So, take care for now.